All right. Hello, 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 and happy Monday. Happy Monday. And so, welcome back to another episode of Astrology After Dark. My name is Kay Catrice. I am the Natal Chart Navigator, and I help open minded, ambitious women to make more money using their energetic signature. And so, in this episode of Astrology After Dark, I'm going to be talking about Mercury Retrograde Part 2 and how this will be affecting you, how you can apply it to your life and your business. If you have a business, how it will just be affecting your life in general. Okay. And so, Mercury Retrograde started back in. It started back in on the 9th of September. And before I get into this, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, then go ahead and give it a like, and also subscribe and hit the bell so that you get notifications every time I go live or upload a new video to the channel. We got 6,000 views, so definitely excited about that, the growth of the channel. And so if you want to help continue to grow the channel, go ahead and give it a like and a subscribe. Also, if you're watching this on Facebook, go ahead and share it out so others can find value as well. Okay, so Mercury's retrograde started on September 9th, and it started in the sign of Libra. Okay, that's been a theme here this year with Mercury. It starts in air and then moves back into Earth before it stations direct and then goes back on its journey. Okay, and then it'll go back into air. Okay, and so starting on September 23rd, which is the best day of the year. It's a national holiday, my birthday. It will re-enter the sign of Virgo. Okay, so it's been retrograde in Libra. Libra is all about partnerships. It's also contracts, negotiations, relationships, okay? And not just personal relationships, but also business relationships as well. And so, this has been giving us the chance to get our affairs in order when it comes to relationships. There may have been some things that have crept up, regarding past relationships or past business deals you may have done. And so you may be re-looking at those things, going over those things to see, did I make the right choice? Is there, are there is it something that I want to continue moving forward to have in my life, or is it something that I want to get, rid of? And so, starting on the 23rd, when it re-enters Virgo, Virgo is all about service. Okay, and so this retrograde, it will provide you with the incredibly healing promise of a new beginning. Okay, you're going to be able to come up with a new plan, okay, so to speak, for your new beginning, concrete tools for navigating any relationship problems you have, or any business deals or anything that need to be redone, revised. Going to be able to come up with a plan. Okay, it's also going to come to an end at 24 degrees. So when Mercury stations direct, it'll station direct at 24 degrees Virgo. Okay, and so 24 degrees is known as the Pisces degree, and Pisces is all about spirituality and and forgiveness. And so, if there has been some things that have been going on in your relationships, and this is going to be able to help you to move on, to heal from, move on, make peace with it, and then move forward. Okay. And so I'm going to go through and just kind of give you a quick overview of how this retrograde in Virgo is going to be affecting you. So you kind of have a little heads up how you need to handle this. Okay. So starting with Aries, once it gets into it retrogrades back into Virgo. This will be in your sixth house of health and well-being. Okay, that is the natural house. Um, Virgo. Okay, and so this could have you feeling a little disarrayed or disorganized. Okay, Virgo is all about organization. It's also all about service, and so this is going to encourage you to regain a sense of self care. Okay, any self care rituals that you had and then you kind of just got rid of. This is going to be giving you the chance to pick those rituals back up. Um, Start preserving your energy. Rather than wasting it on futile situations. Aries, you guys are very impulsive, and sometimes you can just like lash out without thinking, and so this is going to give you a chance to, really think about how you preserve your energy, how you keep your energy, um, you know, without just flying off the handle. Is the situation really worth it? And if it's not, allow it to just pass. And if it is worth it, you still don't want to just lash out. You want to take time to think about, what it is. How can you best use your energy to handle the situation? All right. And so for Taurus, starting on September 23rd, this retrograde will take effect in your fifth house is the house of romance, creativity. And so for you, this will force you to rethink about the ways that you seek out pleasure and how you act on your desires. Okay. You might be thinking about an old flame at this time, especially if you guys, kind of broke up or things go without any type of closure, or somebody that needs closure. And so, you may feel, you get the closure that you need with this retrograde, or, you may just be like, you know what, it's over with. It is what it is. It's done. Move on. And so, you could just move on, and you know the grass could be greener on the other side. So could all be, but it's all about rethinking how do you want to you know take your energy and be more creative. Okay. How can you to bring in things that you want into your reality? All right. And then for Geminis, okay, so for Geminis, this is going to be in your fourth house. Fourth house is the house of home, okay? The house of home and ancestors. And so this here is going to help you. You may start looking around some family related wounds that might need healing. Okay, and so if you had any issues with, say, your mother or your siblings, you may want to take this time, or it could be cousins, it could be anybody, but you may want to take this time for you to think about who you need to heal with. If there's some things that you need to heal. Now, you may not actually go and have a conversation with them. Okay, there may not be a conversation that you have with them. However, you may just be able to just sit and process what happened, um, deal with the wounds, okay, especially if there's somebody that has passed on. You may just, sit and deal with what happened, process what happened, and then know that if you did your very best in the situation, that's all you could do, and then, let it go and move on. Now, if you are able to talk with, okay, then the conversation, say what you need to say. Even if it doesn't turn out as favorably as you would like it to, um, you know, get off your chest what you need to say. In a very diplomatic way. Okay? Get off what you need to say, and then just let it go. Know that you said your piece. You did your best to resolve the situation. So now it's not on you. The ball is in their court, and so if they, want to heal the relationship, then they can. Virgo is also all about healing. Um, you know, and so if they want to heal the relationship, then cool. If not, you did what you needed to do and keep it pushing. This will also help you get started on some much needed house cleaning. Um, clearing out the old, getting ready for fall. Fall is coming up on the fall. We will be in fall because the fall equinox is on the 22nd. That's the start of Libra season. And so, get rid of any clutter that you have so that you can get fall. Fall is also harvest time. So to get ready for the beautiful things that are going to be coming into your life during this Libra season. As for Cancers, this is going to be in your third house of communication. Okay. And so when Mercury retrogrades in your third house of communication, it could lead to some communication mishaps that may turn into some stressful misunderstandings. Okay. You may hear from people from your past, especially if there were still some unfinished conversations that require closure. And so, if you've been having trouble getting along with your friends, with close friends or siblings, this retrograde will likely force you to find the courage to talk about what's been bothering you. Third house is the house of communication, but it's also the house of siblings and close friends. If you may have some cousins or close friends, you're going to want to really speak how you feel, and see if you can clear up any misunderstanding. See if you can get the closure that you need. And if, you know what I'm saying, it's still where it is, just again, like I told Gemini, if you have, you spoke your piece, you said what you needed to say, that may be all the closure that you're going to receive. And so just be okay with knowing that, you know what, I tried. I did what I could and move on. Some things, you know, may be better left unsaid. All right. And so for Leo, okay, for Leos, this will be having your second house. Second house is the house of finances and personal possessions. Okay. And so this Mercury retrograde in Virgo is will be for you to rethink what you choose to place your value in. Okay. And so at the end of the day, you're chasing money and luxury, then it's gonna leave you feeling empty and void. Okay. And so but you also shouldn't refuse to treat yourself to simple pleasures just because you're feeling like, I don't want to see, or I don't want to, it's like you're holding on, like you're not going to receive any more money. Okay. It's all about balance because, again, we'll be in Libra season on the 23rd. And so it's all about balance. And so you're going to want to make sure that you are not, that you're not, being like wasteful with your money, but you're also, and you're putting your values on, you're reassessing your values and, knowing that, you know, you're not just chasing the material, okay? Because there may be a deeper issue. If you're somebody who's just chasing the material, it may be a deeper issue. And so you may want to, go deeper into what is it that, what's going on for you at that, while you're only chasing money and status, what's going on there. But you also want to, it's okay to spend a little on yourself. Um, if you've taken care of everything you need to take care of, it's okay to spend on yourself. You don't have to, just hold on for dear life. All right. And so for Virgos, okay, for Virgos, this will be in your first house. First house is the house of self. Okay. And so for you, you're going to, you may be rethinking the way you see yourself and the style in which you express yourself. Okay. And so you may feel encouraged to forgive yourself for mistakes you've made in, former areas of your life. eras of your life because you know better now. You don't need to look back on humiliating experiences and cringe. Just know that you did the best you could with what you knew at that time. And so now that you know better, you do better. Um, and also give what you would be willing to give someone else when they are embarrassed, which is a little grace and understanding. Don't beat yourself up. Virgo energy. I am a Virgo Sun, Virgo Venus. And so Virgo energy is very, I mean, Virgo energy can be so hard on themselves um, because they just want things to be right. They see the good, they see the perfection in things. And so that's what Virgo energy strives for. And so, give yourself grace and just know that you did the best you could with what you knew. And so now that you know better, you do better. You also may be looking into better ways that you can, have more self care with yourself, how you can pamper yourself more um, and make yourself feel, and feel better about yourself. And so for Libras, happy birthday to all the Libras. It will be Libra season on starting on the 22nd. And so when Mercury will re-enter your 12th house. 12th house is the house of spirituality and healing, okay? And so the tone of this transit will shift to something more deep and internal. So you're going to start, you may have, Mercury being in your first house during this first part of retrograde. You may have found that your dreams became more vivid and your emotions may have seemed, more intense. Okay. And so now this is going to, those dreams were setting you up for you to go more deep, more internal, to figure out, okay, um, what needs healing, what needs to be worked on, um, and remember that everything doesn't have to be shared, okay? Because I know Libra is the sign of partnerships and they like to bounce ideas off of each other. And so, you don't have to share every single thing. It's okay to keep some things to yourself, especially when you're working on things, because, you can be working on things and people will come in and it may not be in a malicious way. You know what I'm saying? They may think that they are actually helping when in fact they're not. Say some things to you that could trigger some things that make, back just depending upon what you're dealing with. And so as you're going through this, you may just, want to keep to yourself that you're working. You never want to share them or until you feel like you've processed things and you worked on things and, you've healed from it or you move past it. Then you could share. And so for Scorpios, this will be in your 11th house. Okay. 11th house is the house of community and friends, dreams and wishes that come true. And so this may lead to some very interesting developments in your social life. You may find yourself reconnecting with the old circle of friends that you've grown apart from, giving you a chance to see whether your ideas are still aligned or not. You might also find that misunderstandings may sow discord in a group dynamic. So take extra precautions when it comes to building shared trust because you don't want to, you want to get your opinion out. You want to voice your opinion or how you feel about the situation, but you also don't want to make other people feel alienated for voicing theirs as well. And so for Sagittarius, this will be happening in your 10th house, 10th house of your reputation and social standing. And so on September 23rd, you may find yourself coming to terms with some of the mistakes that you have made in your career. Okay. You may reconnect with the old boss or even a former mentor, as they might have some sage advice that helps you move forward with renewed strength. Okay. It's time to rethink the image that you have been projecting, especially if your overall brand no longer aligns with your true self. So, if you are a business owner, This may be a time for you to think about, do you need to rebrand yourself? Is Do you want to show up differently in the world? If you're not a business owner, and when it comes to your career, are there some moves in your career that you want to make, that will kind of propel you in another direction, that will more align you with who you are, at your core? And then for Capricorn, this Mercury retrograde will be in your ninth house. Okay. Ninth house of adventure and wisdom and beliefs. And so it may take you some unexpected places, especially if these places are familiar to you. It's time to reconnect with a philosophy that you once believed in, because it will help you get through a crisis moment. Sometimes you can forget the wisdom that you've already earned. Okay. And so you may even feel inspired to resume working on an intellectual project and regain that same momentum. Okay. A former classmate or professor may reach out, reminding you that you are an internal student of life and there is always more to learn. You can never, ever stop learning. Um, you should be learning. I shouldn't say should, but it would be in your best interest to always be learning, to always be a student, and continue to grow, so that you can share your wisdom with others. And then for Aquarius, this Mercury retrograde, it will be in your eighth house. Eighth house is the house of transformation. It's also the house of other people's money, like your partnerships money. So your uh, relationship partner or business partner. And so you may find yourself reliving some of the pain you have experienced in your life. You may find yourself mourning something or someone that you were forced to give up upon, whether you wanted to or not. Take this time to process your emotions, because you probably have been repressing some of the more complicated feelings. Aquarius is an air sign, and so it's not it's not very open to dealing with feelings, to feel feelings, I should say. Uh, Aquarius energy, all air signs, but um, Aquarius energy thinks through their feelings, rather than feel them. Feeling feelings just feels really abnormal to air signs. And so you want to take this time to really deal with the feelings. Feel the feelings, okay? Because as you begin to face what's been haunting you, it will start to have less power over you, and like you will feel less heavy, emotionally, which will allow you to move forward, um, in a more freer way, okay? And then last but not least, we have Pisces. And so for Pisces, this will be in your seventh house of partnerships, okay? And so this may cause someone from your past to resurface, whether it's an ex lover, an ex best friend, or even an ex business associate. There's some unfinished business between you two that needs tending to. And so, as this retrograde starts to come to an end, you may find yourself coming to an even deeper understanding of who this person was to you. And the more you begin to understand your former relationships, the more you will understand your current ones. Okay. And so, you may start to see that history may be repeating itself. Okay. And so it could be in a good way, but it could also be in a bad way. And so you may want to see if the people that are in your life currently, if they kind of reflect the same thing that you have been dealing with in the past, then you want to sit with that and you want to figure out, okay, what is it? Why am I attracting the same thing? Okay, and work on that so that you can remove that energy from your life, and moving forward, you can attract the relationships that you desire into your life. Okay. And so that is how Mercury retrograde will be affecting each and every sign. And so if you found value in this broadcast, then go ahead, share it out if you're on Facebook, and also, give it a like and subscribe if you are watching this on YouTube. And now, if you are like, I don't even know where Virgo is in my chart, or I would like to know where it is in my chart, you can book a reading with me. I have my Calendly link. It is posted here. You can book either a natal chart reading if you're just like, I just want to know who I am energetically, or if you're like, look, I need to make more money, or I want to get aligned to my soul's path, what it is that I'm supposed to be doing here in this life experience. You can book either an inner occupational alignment reading with me, natal chart readings. When you go to book just the natal chart reading, it says energy reading. And so you can book a reading with me. I have all the information listed there. Now, if you already have your chart, okay, and you've already looked at it, but you're just like, I have my chart, I kind of looked at it, but I have questions, and I just want to, ask some questions about, certain things that I've seen. Then you can also book a live chart consult with me. And so when you click the Calendly link, it has all of the available bookings there. And so you can just choose, whichever one you would like. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this and have a great rest of your evening. And remember, possibilities are endless. If you can see it in your mind, then you can definitely hold it in your hand, and that right there should make you smile, because you create your own reality. Have a